Nice. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you, Matt. Your Enneagram 4 is really showing tonight. Well, means you're very creative.
It's just what a 4 would say, Matt.
Right. Also predisposed to melancholy. Very, very conducive to Vol fandom.
Yet.
Great.
Nah, I was just kind of thinking. I mean, like for me, at during the game, I was like, I'm gonna be pissed that we lose, and then like halfway through, I was like, I'm indifferent if we win or lose because we're playing okay. By the end of the game, I was like, I'm kind of proud of them. So I just kind of had the full range of emotions during the game. But as of now, a few days past, I'm happy the way we competed and played. So I guess I'm happy about the loss.
And Chris, are you also happy about the loss? I'm
Not
curious what you and Matt think about.
not yeah, I'm not happy that we lost, but just the energy level that they played with. I mean, 34 points against a team like Pitt, maybe upper middle tier ACC team. They did a lot of things. It was an exciting brand of football. It was really entertaining game, but I expected a lot worse than what we got. So I suppose my expectations were so low that I was pleasantly surprised, but I kind of came out of it pretty hopeful that that if they make some reasonable improvements and ditch Joe Milton, then we could have a decent little season. I don't know. I didn't feel terrible, but I can't remember
I'd
the
like
last
to
time.
just flash back to last week when every one of you said this is the most important game of all time. If we don't win it, our season is ruined. And I tried to tell you all that it was going to be fine if we lost. And I'll just point out that you are all sitting here happy as can be.
Happy as can be.
Well, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said happy, but like proud or I don't know. Please, I don't know. Please, I don't
The
know. Happy
loss
was probably
wasn't
the wrong
that
word.
bad. It could have been worse, and our season can still be fine. So,
Yeah.
No. I feel like I feel like I need a rebuttal to that. The general tenor of it was this game sets up the tone and the tenor for the rest of the season. The win would be fantastic. I really, really wanted the win. We would be on cloud 9 right now if we got the win. But the loss happened in such a way, and what we saw on the field was so much better than what we had seen in the past, even in a loss, even with the last few years. Like it to me, it set up a more positive atmosphere where you can start looking at future games and saying, okay, maybe these for sure losses or more tilted towards, say, your Kentucky or Missouri or whatever games. I think they may be more in play. So I don't know. It made me feel more optimistic. So I think in within that construct or context, I think it was a very important game. Maybe the most important.
thank God.
Well, I think for me, looking back at it, is like with all the injuries, with everything that happened, I still look back and say like if Hendon Hooker or maybe Harrison. If Hendon Hooker plays the entire game, if he starts, we win. If Harrison Bailey starts, we might win. I'm not sure, but if Joe Milton plays the entire game, we don't do as good as we ended up doing.
No,
No, you're right.
Yeah,
Dion,
I don't know. Even as an adult, but yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Well, he had
He had 4 on one drive. I
yeah,
was
that's right. He had 3 or 4 on one possession. So
Yeah, I was on the interstate.
yeah, that gave me flashbacks to Gitmo trying to hit a wide open Dominic Wood Anderson in the swamp.
He's
Threw it 10
Joe
yards away.
Miltano.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty impressed with the defense. I mean, obviously they gave up quite a few points, but I kind of got the general impression that we were doing the patented Justin Wilcox bend don't break too much. They kept us in the game. That's all we could really ask for the whole game. So, um, like you said, Matt, I've been impressed that they always kind of seem to know what they're doing. I don't recall huge busted coverage or anything. So,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Was like I don't remember even remembering Theo Jackson last year, 2 years ago, but now it's just kind of like where like I knew he was on the team, but I don't remember him playing this well. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And Tyler Barron is like popped out a few times where I'm like, oh wow, I remember he made like one play like 2 years ago and haven't seen him since. But now he's yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Elijah Simmons is doing things now. I think he graded out at like a 79 or something. Like impossibly high for him. Mhm. I mean, it's been a few years since defensive play actually got my blood pressure going. My heart was racing. Just the first series, the punt block, second series, they were just aggressive. It's really not an apples to apples comparison, but my mind flashed back to the 2006 Cal game, how we were just constantly
Yeah.
in the backfield everywhere. The linebackers were Yeah, like they just that they played so hard and they had such energy and they were like, I mean, it was infectious to watch. But I wish it could have been sustained the whole game. The offense just wasn't holding up its side of the bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pure coaching. Like that's one of the things that impressed. Like Josh Heupel got a notch on his belt with me today. Like that punt block was pure film scout. He
Yeah.
saw something on there and nailed it.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to say. Even in the TV broadcast, if you pick it up, like right after they make the punt block on the first punt, the announcer said that Eckler told us before the game that they were going after the first punt, that they saw something on film. So
I wonder what he did after the punt block. Did he smash his face into the brick or did he karate kick someone, flying dragon? Like, God, that guy.
His chili is so hot.
Just burning.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
think anyone's ever going to top Rich, though.
No,
Yeah.
no. How could
I don't know if I agree that we can't do that. That's kind of that is
that's
our
what we
deal.
do.
That's going to be our deal.
I I think more than time of possession, kind of agreeing with Caleb, is more important to us is we can't have like quick three and outs. Quick three and outs kill us more than time of possession. Like I
Yeah.
know they kind of add to the time of possession, but overall, I'm not worried about time of possession. But if we have like a three and out that takes 9 seconds off the clock, 3 possessions in a row, our defense is done.
I mean, the metric to me, like we grew up in the Fulmer ball control, run it, control the clock, possession. The metric has changed now. It is now all about possess snaps. What? What do you what would you prefer?
Become an Arkansas fan.
They don't
Yeah,
even do that now.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did.
Yes.
Run, incomplete pass, punt.
How exciting is that? Imagine when someone starts completing the bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the kick six negate.
He tried. It wasn't actually a block in the back if you go back and watch it. He tried so hard. His angle, the way he came in, he was trying to hit him right in the numbers, but he couldn't even do that. But he chipped him on the side.
And not only that, like if they just miss the field goal, we get the ball at like the 45. But because of all that, they punt it down to the 3.
It was okay. It was something about they only were going to enforce our penalty on the return, and so we would have had the option of taking the ball like at the 5 because that would have been half the distance from the block in the back, or we could make them replay the down. And I think Heupel said that he thought replaying the down would yield better field position than the 5.
Yeah, he said that in the press conference. He's like they thought that, just having them punt again, he would have a better field position, but they just had an amazing punt. Which sucked.
Give me
And
a
I'm
V.
surprised they did. I'm surprised they didn't review them like downing the ball at the goal line either, because the dude was like flying across the goal line and stopped the ball like right at the goal line. They should at least review to see if it touched the goal line.
The thing that pissed me off the most about that was that the side judge was completely out of position to make the spot. He wasn't there. He didn't see where it got to. But like, what I want to know, like, what was the final story on that? Did Heupel attempt to have it reviewed? Yeah, no, yeah, the third down play, like where, yeah, like did
Right. Yeah, probably in the sense that they look at every play, but yeah, he needs to take.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna look at it.
Yeah.
Did those refs did those ACC refs seem slightly more worse than normal? Like when we get an out of conference, when we go and play somewhere, did those out of conference refs seem a little bit worse than normal? Maybe significantly worse?
Well, what do we have? Like 140 yards of penalties?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I hated that, and I think I hated more whoever the stupid announcers were, just going on and on and on about it. Good lord.
Dave Pash was worried about player safety.
Yeah. And then later, when like was it Theo Jackson that kind of like Goldberg somebody at the goal line, and then they called it, but then took it back.
Well, yeah, and then they scored on like the next play or two, and then like after the touchdown,
They're
all
still
the
talking
dude
about it.
would talk about was like how they should have called the penalty. Like it didn't matter.
Obviously. No. The call was good. It was a read. He made the wrong read. If he keeps it, he walks in. Guess it happens.
Yeah.
Especially when it was your what, our third string running back.
Yeah. Who was extremely tiny.
Just a smaller than small. because our big offensive players suck. We're not bending, but we're breaking, not bending.
No,
I didn't know that.
I
Wait.
didn't know that either.
We're the last. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have ran any faster, he might have been overthrown by 2 or 3 yards, not 5 yards.
Ho, ho, ho.
Game time decision.
I mean, it's a shame because that was actually maybe the best deep ball I've ever seen.
Yes.
I mean, that was the perfect bomb ever in Neyland,
It's
and he
like
drops it.
70 yards in the air. It's insane.
Incredible.
Jesus.
Probably Joe Milton.
Yeah.
I was going to say Joe Milton's long run. Was Hooker the second leading rusher? Oh no, I'm just thinking I was thinking about all the long runs, and he had like the next 2 or 3.
Yeah, that last interception also reminded me of Dobbs.
Uh-huh.
Well, we need to talk about the quarterbacks, but
Do you think, Kyle? Do you think we need to discuss the
I didn't know if we're waiting for another segment or what. But I was like,
same?
Nope.
no.
I like seeing an intermediate pass completed.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good. He made a couple of throws that I was like, Milton would definitely not have made those. And what is it? Jacob Warren had the touchdown catch. It was a perfect throw that I don't think Milton would have completed. So that was encouraging. I mean, Milton's had a couple of fumbles, but I don't think he's thrown an interception yet. So, I mean, that is a ding on Hooker. You cannot make that mistake at that point in the game. You just can't do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But at least his fumble, Hooker's fumble, he was at least attempting to get away from the guy coming straight at him. Milton just
I mean, I kind of agree with everything Caleb said, and I'll take I guess, a step further in saying, like, I don't know who's faster, him or Milton, but I feel like Hendon Hooker's a better runner. Like, he makes more running back moves, I guess. Like, yeah, like Well, Milton, even on his long run, he kind of looked like he was kind of like stiff and straight up, and just like there's no like flexibility or agility. It was just fast. But like Hendon
Fast.
had he had some jukes and he had some moves. He had some flexibility and agility that Milton seemed like he didn't have.
Does Hooker score on that long if he's in in the same position with that same amount of open field? Do you think he scores?
I don't. Yeah, I think Milton might be faster.
That's true.
Yeah, but if Hooker started the game, we would already be up 28-7. So who cares? you know.
Yeah, I mean, how do we not discuss Harrison Bailey, All SEC quarterback Harrison Bailey, not getting a shot?
All of West
Would
Knoxville.
we have scored 75 points with Harrison Bailey in the game?
Yeah, I mean, here my only thing with that is, Heupel and Milton are paying for Pruitt and uh, whatever his name is, Guantanamo Bay, their sins. But Pruitt had 3 years to make a change. Like I'm giving Heupel at least, I don't know, a few games.
Three
I'm not giving him three. I mean, I'm not giving like if he wants to because he's sticking with Milton. It sounds like he's going to put Milton out there again for Tennessee Tech, maybe Florida, because he's our best chance to beat Florida. I don't see that, but I'm willing to give Heupel a few games before I'm let my PTSD win.
I don't know about that.
But I mean, I'm personally I'm out on Milton, but I'm okay if Heupel's not yet.
But he did throw those passes against Bowling Green. I've never seen our offense work as efficiently as it did those first two drives. He hit stuff.
He made some nice sideline passes during the game.
Yes. And we don't throw over the middle in this offense. I don't know if people know that or not. Like we have lots of dead routes and we do not throw over the middle. It is all to the perimeter or long.
I think you're overreacting a little bit.
Tell him why he's overreacting, Caleb.
I mean, okay, I agree with you in the fact that the spread offense is not my preference, but I don't think that this offense is terrible. I mean, we have guys running wide open all over the place, and we just can't get them the ball. It's like he clearly knows how to coach. I mean, he knows how to call plays. We're just going to get him the ball somehow.
You'll love it when the ball starts being caught. It's just not being caught right now. A beast.
Yeah, I'm not. He's not beast worthy yet.
So that's been assigned to some pretty good
Yeah.
players, man.
Princeton fan or no.
Yeah.
Next year.
Uniforms on both sides of the ball looked great, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, with Teresa Hines Carey.
You do a live broadcast from a tailgate.
I want a Permanente Brothers sandwich. I'm looking forward to going to Pitt next year. Yes.
Sure.
Though I have
You
heard
said over.
from Pitt fans, apparently were saying that our 82,000 was louder than Happy Valley's 100 and whatever. Maybe they were just feeling bad for us. I don't know.
I did enjoy that the first thing that was said on the opening of the broadcast was said, "Welcome to Pitt at Tennessee, where they're expecting over 100,000 people in today's game." And I'm just like, and then they showed the stadium when it's half empty. Yeah, that was the first. That was the opening line. Was they're expecting over 100,000 people. No.
Plenty of good in the dry. Plenty of good seats in the dry. Dad went to Tennessee Tech. I said, Dad, you want to go see your college play ball? Not at all interested.
Losers.
Mm.
Are you muted? James, this is the second time that you have come in and absolutely torpedoed something about the podcast.
James is messing everything up, and it's awesome.
No, this is a pure troll. Hold on a second, Matt.
We've been responding to you, so no, you're not muted. Like he's just messing everything up. It's awesome.
No, this is a pure troll. Hold on a second, Matt. Oh my God, he's right.
So wait, the entire podcast, Matt's been muted on YouTube?
Hello? Now it's... Why did it freaking reset that freaking setting, man?
We're 35 minutes in. 35 minutes in.
Thank you, James.
Go to hell, James.
All right. Snap and clear.
Perfect.
All right. What was next? Over under is what we're doing.
James, he's got school in the morning. Get to bed.
Jesus Christ. Okay. 100-yard running back, 1.5. Kyle, you took the under. Caleb, you took the under. Chris, you took the under. I took the over. So congratulations, you three. 100-yard wide receiver, Kyle under. Caleb under. Chris under. I took the over. Congratulations again. Again. Okay. Punts. set it at 4.5. We only punted 4 times. Kyle and me both took the under. Congratulations. Johnny Majors mentions we set it at 3.5. I only counted 3. Did you guys count any more?
We had the Aflac question. I've heard it at least 1 or 2 other times.
Yeah, I didn't notice it that many, so I think 3 was it, and we all took the over, so none of us hit it there. Litton's mention, the worst one of last week. We all took the no. Yeah, get it out of here. Mentions of players transferring out. We took, we set it at 1.5, and I got 3. So Kyle, Caleb, and me. Congratulations. Sorry, Chris. So updated for the year now. We have an outright leader. You guys have a guess who it is after that? After this week?
Me.
Yes, that's right. Kyle, you have 9. Caleb and Chris, you both are tied at 8, and I have 4. So catching up.
But
Right.
you're still going to get the 10-2 prediction correct, though.
That's right. All right.
I'm just so upset with myself right now. All right.
Believer,
so-
Matt. That's all.
Yeah. James, he hacked my computer and did something. He hacked it. So the Vols take on the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. Is that right? Golden Eagles, correct?
Yes.
Okay, on Saturday, 12 Eastern. We're not going to talk about this a whole lot. Neyland Stadium, UT 1-1, Tennessee Tech 0-2, lost to Samford and Furman. Absolute terrible football team. Let's get a score prediction here. Kyle, what do you think?
38-10, Tennessee.
Okay, now this team just got shut out by Furman.
Well,
Had
they
like
have George
120
Foles
yards
under-
of offense.
They're due.
Okay, 38-10.
We do love gifts to teams in Neyland Stadium.
Caleb?
I'm going to go 49-0.
Okay. How do we get 49? Field goal and a couple safeties?
Yes.
No. You gotta,
That's right.
gotta have an imagination. Chris?
I'll go 52-3.
Okay, that's a nice score. I like that.
You guys know Milton's playing, right?
Oh God. Okay, 3-0. I'm gonna say 59-0. Honestly, if this team scores against you, I take back everything I say about the defense having a good year. There is no reason this team should score against the Vols. They
In
are
like the
terrible.
first half. In the
No,
first
they are terrible.
But
I mean,
what
they're
about when
starting-
like Milton turns the ball over already in scoring position and they can go
He's not
3 and
gonna
out and
do
kick a
that.
field goal?
He's gonna go out there. He's gonna hit 3 or 4 long passes. They're gonna pull him, and we're gonna walk into Florida and lose. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. That's how bad this Tennessee Tech team is.
That's the first time I'm the low score of the 4.
38-10. That is God. If we beat Tennessee Tech 38-10, I'm out on this year. No. All right, so Kyle 38-10, Caleb 49-0, Chris 52-3, and me 59-0. All right, anything else about Vols versus Tennessee Tech? You guys excited about Byron Young debuting?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Apparently, yeah.
Expecting him to be.
Well,
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Caleb, you were.
I'm expecting him to be a disappointment because he was the fall camp all-star.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, who's the last JUCO defender that we had that didn't be a bust? I mean, Kongbo, he was pretty useless. Who else?
Last chance you guy.
I don't know. That's your show.
Yep.
Don't know.
No, Emmett.
The-
Wasn't it Emmett?
And yeah, Emmett Gooden.
Emmett Gooden.
Emmett Gooden,
Well,
yeah.
there was a lot of hype around him, and then he got hurt.
Actually, we were very, like, he had a good, didn't he have a good 1 year, and then I forget exactly what happened to him, kicked off the team.
No, he got hurt at the start of last
That's
year.
right. Yeah,
missed the
like,
whole year, and then I'm pretty sure he transferred.
Yeah.
I think he entered the portal.
Okay.
Like half of our team did. All right.
Doesn't matter.
So no more Tennessee Tech notes. No more keys to victory. Oh, who's your MVP going to be?
Joe Milton.
Okay.
Evans.
Evans? Yeah, I like Evans.
That means I have to pick someone different than those. I'm going to go... How about Cedric Tillman?
That was my pick last week, I think. Well, last week, Kyle, you had Hyatt. Caleb, you had Kenny Pickett. So good job. Chris, you had that tight end, and I had Cedric Tillman.
That tight end who had like 3 catches.
Yeah, he had that touchdown catch, but other than that, he was pretty useless. Yeah, that wide receiver pass or whatever it was.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the double pass.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
My player of the game. I'm going. Oh gosh. Who's a wide receiver?
59-0. You got a lot of choices.
Velus Jones.
I'm gonna say Javonte Payton. It's my choice. Okay. You guys ready to do week 3 over under?
Can't wait.
Let's do it.
Oh, don't be enthused. Okay. Attendance 75,000. Kyle.
Over.
Caleb.
Over.
Chris.
Announced will be over slightly.
And I'll take the over as well. Okay, all over there. Quarterbacks played 2.5. Kyle.
Under.
Under. Okay. Caleb.
I think I'm going to go under.
Okay, Chris.
Over.
Okay, I'm also going to take the over. I think they'll let.
So you got Bailey playing, huh?
They'll let him hand it off to in the game and take a knee or something. Punts by the Vols 3. Kyle.
Under.
Okay, Caleb.
Over.
Chris.
Over.
Okay.
Oval.
Oval. I'll also take the under. So Theo Jackson's having a great year. Will he have over or under 7 tackles, Kyle?
Under.
Caleb.
Under.
Chris.
Also under.
And under, yeah, I don't think he'll play that
7's
much.
a lot.
So one thing I meant to bring up in the Pittsburgh review is we've not had a takeaway all season. Not forced a single turnover. Oh, so against the Golden Eagles, 1.5 takeaways. Kyle, by the Vols.
1.5 under.
Okay, Caleb.
We might get 1.
Over.
Chris.
Yeah, I think we're due for a couple. Over.
Yeah, I'm also taking the over.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with me.
Tyon Evans, 120 yards rushing. Kyle.
Well, he's my MVP, so over.
Caleb.
What was the number? 100 what?
120 yards.
Under.
Chris.
Well under.
Under. I will take the over. I think against a team like this, a couple long runs will go a long way.
Obviously, it's in the name.
Oh, yeah. Joe Milton overthrows on deep passes. Got it set at 3. Kyle?
Over.
Caleb?
Like, in 1 quarter.
Define deep, like 30 yards or more or something.
Oh, I mean, just Joe Milton overthrows. Like, obviously, he just overthrew that receiver.
Well, I'm going to go over 3.5. We're counting all throws.
Okay. Chris?
Say over.
Over. I'll also take the over.
You don't fix this.
Sacks by the Vols defense 3. Kyle?
Over.
Caleb?
I'm going to say under.
Under. Chris?
I don't want to agree with Caleb, but also under.
And I'll take the over. All right. Suplexes by the Vols defense. 0.5 over under, Kyle.
Under.
Under, Caleb.
I'm going to go over.
Okay, Chris.
Also over. We have a pattern. It will become a trend.
I'll take the under.
We're gonna have to define a suplex though. If something's like on the line.
Yeah, is it Bane cracking Batman over
Like
his
if
knee?
you pick a player up and like try to slam them to the ground in any way, we'll call that the 0.5. Okay, let's do one more. Penalties by UT. What should we set the line at? This will be last over under.
Yards or just penalties?
Just penalties. We had 13, I think, last week. 12 or 13.
I'd say like
7.5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 7.5.
Okay, Kyle.
7.5. Under.
Caleb.
over.
Oh God. Chris.
Also over.
Oh God. I'm gonna take the under. I don't. Yeah.
I don't feel good about it. But I knew Caleb and Chris were taking the over, and I wanted to be different.
Yeah. So.
Precisely.
All right. Well, congratulations, Kyle. You got the lead in the over/under, but don't worry, it's anybody's
Not for long.
game except for me. All right. What else we got for this week?
Well, we don't care about Tennessee Tech. It's essentially a scrimmage. So.
Are you looking ahead?
Before we talk about Florida, can we talk about
Who?
What do we think about?
Talk about who?
I'm just saying. But can we just talk about? Are we okay with how Heupel is handling the quarterback stuff?
No.
Like, should he just switch that? Should he just switch to Hooker?
Yes.
Yes,
Fans
obviously.
know best. When did coaches stop doing this? Like, everybody can see that the quarterback sucks. Try somebody else. Hey, what if he doesn't suck? You're a good coach. If he does suck, you're a bad coach. Like, what's the payoff here? What? No, that didn't make sense. Whatever.
No, I agree with you. Full stop. I don't think it's worth investing in the guy. We need wins this year.
Right.
We need to get to a bowl game. We need first. How many coaches have come in here and started off 5-7 and grumble?
Every
then we
first
blame
year
recruiting. Every first year coach. Then we blame the slow recruiting start on it. Then everything, it just kind of cascades. It's the same red flags every single time. I want it done with. We need wins. You're not going to get them with Joe Milton. Doesn't appear to be.
I mean, I think you could if he could hit his deep pass, but I mean, if he can't,
You don't
if he
fix
can't,
that.
if he consistently misses it, there's something wrong. Like, I don't know if it's mental or.
I don't know
how are you at this stage in playing quarterback and you don't have the muscle memory to make a pass like that? Like, it's routine.
Well, I feel like the lesson that I learned and the lesson that we learned, hopefully as a fan base and hopefully as a coaching staff, was the Pittsburgh game taught us Milton is not the guy. And the Milton experience is now closed and it's done, and it's either going to be Hooker or Bailey moving forward. And I feel like the coaching staff did not get the same lesson we did.
Yeah.
They're invested in him.
If Butch Jones will trot out Justin Worley to run the spread, I'm pretty sure Harrison Bailey can do just as good, if not better than that.
I don't know.
Caleb, you're being quiet. Caleb.
I mean, I feel like I fall somewhere in the middle on all this. That's kind of a boring take. I mean, Milton clearly has sucked so far. He's probably going to continue to suck, but I'm not quite ready to write him completely off.
Why?
Yeah. I mean,
because he's so big.
Yeah, I also don't I don't care. Like, put any of those three guys out there. I think they give you as good as.
I want to see them all play. I mean, I want to see who plays the best on game day.
I don't have a favorite that I'm rooting for, and like I'm not rooting for Milton, and I'm like, oh, I hope Milton sucks so Harrison Bailey can get a start. I want the best quarterback out there, but I feel like it's obviously not him.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, if it was just that long ball that didn't hit, and it was, one out of every 8 or 9 passes, okay. But when every single pass you're attempting is a 40-yard bomb, and you're throwing it 50, 55 yards, like, come on, man.
It'd be a completely different thing if it was like, if they were like off the receiver's fingertips every time. Like, okay,
Yeah.
he's close. He's just got a little adrenaline or something. But like it's
Well,
5-10 yards every time.
The one he did throw off their fingertips led to a concussion. So, Chris, what were you gonna say?
Say the ball is hitting the tryouts in the student section. It's done. The guy is toast. I mean, no one will be happier than I will if he can magically, in a week or two, learn to put touch and air under a ball. But as a Tennessee fan, we have seen this show before. It is a bad one. I would not watch it.
It wouldn't be so bad if it just happened with us, but it's the reason he's not at Michigan still.
Yes.
Like my Michigan fan friends have said, yes, he will overthrow the ball in the entire season. It's what he does.
Gosh.
All right. Just to play devil's advocate a little bit. Jonathan Crompton was absolute dog crap to start the season in 2009. And I think every one of us, had we had a podcast in 2009, probably would have said, we've got to get him out of there. But then the Georgia game happens. And he turned the corner.
Well, who was his backup? Was it Stevens?
Nick Stevens, yeah.
Who did we play the year before that? Oh gosh, we played Stevens, Crompton, Coleman.
BJ Coleman.
Yeah, BJ Coleman. Gosh, man.
Wait, what year are we talking here?
2008.
2008.
The claw fence. Yeah, the claw fence.
Former really Hiram.
What were we talking about? I was
I was about to begin the climb before you began talking about the quarterbacks again, but I guess it's kind of contingent on that. It's a 2-week Florida week, and I am beginning to climb the mountain. I say I won't do it every single year, but
I'm ready to do it with you, Chris.
I think
I'm ready to read every single rumor about Richardson's hammy still just being a little
cold.
What is his first name? It's Anthony, right? Anthony Richardson?
He goes by Tony.
Because caller Josh keeps calling him Antonio Richardson, and it's not equating with my brain. I'm like, Tiny's playing quarterback at Florida?
Tony, my first question is, what is Florida's quarterback first name?
Richardson? And if so, do you think they'll do it in the first 70 rounds of the MLB draft? Gosh.
Jesus.
Love Joshy boy.
My second question is, what should I bet on the Tennessee Tech game?
I looked for some lines. I couldn't find anything on.
I don't think there are any.
Yeah.
But to what Chris was saying, if Emory Jones is playing, I like Tennessee's chances.
Okay, let's say.
Put on your boots and begin the climb.
Right now, what chance would you give the Vols to go down to Florida? So they announced 7 o'clock ESPN, correct?
Yes.
What chance do you give the Vols to win that game?
Yeah, that was a big thing for me because I was thinking like a noon kickoff. We was probably like, I would say going in
I hate that
like
argument so much.
Like 30-70 that we like 30% chance we win, with leaning towards maybe 35% chance. But now that it's a 7 p.m. kickoff, probably 80-20 loss.
I don't think it changes much. Florida's going to get demolished by Bama this weekend, and their fans aren't going to show up because they do not care.
Have to agree.
Yeah.
The setup is ideal. if you pick the right quarterback.
Who all's been to Florida's game? Caleb, Chris, me, Kyle. Have you been to a Florida game?
I've not been. No.
It really is the strangest fan base. None of them know anything about why they're there, what they're doing.
It's very
Very
representative
weird
of
fan
the state
base.
itself.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just a cool thing to be a Gator fan down there, I guess.
Yes, you don't inherit Florida. There's the old guard that have been there around, but you don't inherit Tennessee or Florida fandom like you inherit Tennessee fandom.
Right.
It's the dynamic is somewhat off. It's similar to Florida State. The whole state having lived there is just, it wasn't there until it was, and when it was, they just took it and ran with it. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got two pretty good friends that are Florida fans, but they're the type of fans that they'll see the final score on the ESPN ticker after it's over, and they'll be like, "Oh, I saw Florida had a big win," and that's their fandom.
Have no idea who Danny Warfel or Steve Spurrier are.
Yeah, it was just I knew we were going to win that game, and I'm like, you just saw the score 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, strange state, strange fan base, but late at night, I went they played Arkansas one year with some friends in law school. Arkansas wasn't anything, but it was a late night game in the swamp, and it gets kind of hairy down there. It was loud. They were ready to go, but they had not been demolished by Alabama already. So I don't know. The variables are kind of all over the place, but I would much have preferred a nooner.
So Caleb, you don't think the chances, or you said the time doesn't matter. What do you think our actual chances are at winning?
I kind of like the 30% number Kyle threw out. That's where I'm at now, but we haven't really started the climb yet. So
That's to say.
Okay, so what's the ceiling of your 40%, or what you can't? Can you get yourself to 50-50?
Oh God.
I can probably, yeah. I mean, I found bigger
by
ones
game
than this.
time.
Yeah,
He will be
climbed bigger
60-40 Tennessee for sure. So Florida's best, I guess, field general linebacker is going to be out, right?
Yes, huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
All right, let's do put your percentages down now, and then we'll revisit this next Wednesday to see where we're at going into the game.
Oh, gosh.
Write it down, Matt.
I got notes everywhere. I got notes on top of notes. I can't keep up with what's
Because
going on.
I do know that I'm going to watch them versus Alabama and probably talk myself up.
That's what is that? 3:30 CBS?
It's the CBS game.
Okay.
And they just moved Florida up to 11, I think. They're 11th in the nation.
Florida playoffs.
So
Kyle,
what
what was your percentage? You said 30, right?
30.
Caleb, 30. Chris, what are you at? How do you feel?
If we come out of Tennessee Tech with, this is just me thinking now, if Hooker is the guy, it's 35%. If it's Miltano, it's basically nothing.
Okay, yeah, I can't keep up with two. 35 or nothing. Pick one.
I don't have any confidence that we're going to go away from Miltano, so right now it's 0. But we are climbing the mountain. It's Wednesday.
Well, where are you at on the mountain? Have you walked a step up the mountain?
0.
Do you think we have a 1% chance of winning?
You can't start this conversation and say you're at 0.
I'm at the base of the mountain. I am counting my calories. I am trying to get a nutritious meal in. I've stood outside and gazed upon the mountain. It's not like I'm still...
We got to redo the whole segment. Where on the mountain are we all?
Oh, I like that.
I'm just kidding.
No, let's keep the metaphor. This is...
So
I'm
0.
30% up the mountain.
Chris, you're at the base of the mountain, correct?
I'm tying my shoes. I've got my...
You're waiting on your Sherpa to arrive. Okay, we got it, yep.
This is going to be the snippet for Instagram.
What is my percentage? I mean, the way I've always looked at stats is there's only one percentage that matters. It either happens or it doesn't. So
This
right
sounds
now,
like a TED Talk, Matt.
50% Falls chance to win.
Woo!
Hey, it either happens or it doesn't. Prove me wrong.
I think
It's just
this
woke
is
up
kind of a
everybody.
useless segment because we really do just have to wait and see what happens, guys.
Yes.
So.
Yeah,
That was
I
very
think
Roger.
the big things is going to be who's injured by that point. You know, that's why I think this game is huge right here. If you can't trot your starters out for 3 quarters, I mean a quarter and a half at most, but get them out, keep them safe. Agreed?
Obviously.
Okay. Well, Kyle, that 38-10, that's not obvious with wanting to do that, but the rest of our score predictions are. So Tennessee Tech, Saturday, noon. What else you guys got? What do we want to talk about? Any more Florida talk?
We can.
Are we going to hand Richardson the Heisman this year?
We
I mean,
do.
if he starts and he's healthy, we don't have a chance.
Yeah. And that is our MO. We love the backup Florida quarterback.
I've not watched him. I mean, I saw his stats, like, insane, but, like, what's the deal with him?
He runs really fast, but it doesn't look like it. He has.
And he can throw the long bomb.
Throw the long bomb. He's everything Josh Heupel wants Miltano to be.
Oh, Bill Tano. Where'd you get that? I know
think
you've
that
been
was-
saying
I heard-
it, but
I heard some Florida beat reporter saying that they're kind of like starting the talk of like possibly one of the greatest of all time at Florida, like in the Tebow Spurrier stuff.
How
Like-
embarrassing is Gary Danielson going to be when he does one good thing?
Mhm.
oh God. Yeah, I think
Love you, Gary.
Alabama's just going to run through them though.
We need to have a plan of attack for how we're going to climb the mountain and how we're going to make it count. I mean, one of y'all was talking about the Dan Mullen to USC rumors. I think we need to speak this into existence next week. They need to be distracted.
What about Lincoln Riley to USC and then high?
No, Kyle, that is
Who?
way from the point. We're climbing the mountain. He's
Like,
right.
I love rumors and speculation, but who is sitting there like, oh, I bet, Lincoln Riley's expressing interest after the second game at Oklahoma here, and I don't believe any of the rumors, honestly.
But the rumors are the best part. They're often
It's
revealing.
enjoyable, but
They're
to
often
put
revealing.
anything into either one of them right now, I mean, I guess Urban Meyer came out today and said he has no interest, but yeah, we've heard that 30
Yeah.
times from him. So.
The fact that he had to say he had no interest is something.
Hey, just keep him off the East Coast. Go out west. Do your thing. We'll meet in January, December. See
I
who's
know half
better.
the SEC has California players in it.
Yeah, I mean that is the SEC National Recruiting Footprint. What else we got? Anything else, guys?
We griping this week or what?
Yeah, we're griping, but before we get there, what do we got?
Kyle, you haven't had a topic. What do you think?
Yeah, give us something, Kyle.
No, I mean I pulled up the is Heupel handling the quarterback situation?
Oh, that's right. You did. Caleb, you haven't had a topic this week. What do you think?
I'm just ready to gripe.
Uh-oh. Chris, any other topics?
No, not for now. I mean, we may touch on some things in the gripe, but the climb is all that matters now. And Caleb had a good point. We have to figure out some kind of way to discuss it and find a way, like, where are the thresholds? How do we begin? Because I'm not supposed to be doing this. We don't beat Florida, but just look a certain way. They always do.
They always do. That's the problem.
I know.
Yeah.
It's probably Brandon.
No, nothing for me. Nothing more for me though, Matt.
Okay. Kind of speaking of that discuss for Florida, what team do you hate the most that is like the main vol rival? Who do you hate the most? Is it Florida, Bama? Who? Kyle?
Right now or like historically?
Just all time. Like,
That's tough.
All time, I say Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Right
Kyle?
now, Georgia.
Yeah. God.
I think, I mean, clearly, like being a 90s kid, Florida, there's nothing worse than Florida week to me.
Yeah.
It's just an anxiety fest. I hate it.
Yeah.
But Caleb is right. I think the real enemy has always been Georgia. We just haven't really embraced it.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
tell me why.
even when we suck, the rival we've consistently beat has been Georgia. Like, we can't beat Florida, we can't beat Bama, but we beat Georgia a few times, you know.
But they are the primary school in the primary state that we try and recruit. We are going after Georgia players.
Everybody
And
tries to recruit in Georgia, though. It's not like that makes us
Can-
any more special. I
When
mean, I
they-
hate Georgia, but
the
until
thought
they
of-
win it all and show some success, I'm not going to give
Well,
them
you know,
credit.
that's exactly it, though. Like, the thought of them winning it all
Oh, God.
killed me. I cheered for Bama so hard
my God.
when they played Georgia. Like, I didn't even think twice about it. We cannot let Georgia win a title.
No,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
Well,
I think for me is I hate Florida the most, but probably more important is Georgia.
wow.
At least
Yeah.
in this era. Yes.
And I would love to get back to the point where we'd even have I don't even consider the Alabama a rivalry.
I mean, aren't
Yeah.
we still the school that's
Historically it
beat
is,
them
but-
most times? All
I mean, it's a rivalry, but it
Yeah.
is meaningless now because Nick Saban's ruined college football.
Yeah.
I mean, no other teams beat Bama more than the Vols, right? Or is Auburn
But I do hate
overtaking
how Tennessee is pretty much everybody else's rival. Like Vanderbilt and Kentucky, they all say Tennessee is their rival.
them? Yeah.
So,
Is that what Kentucky says about us in
well,
football?
besides like Louisville, I guess, but that's a state thing. But I think SEC rival is us.
Yeah. For me, I would have to go Florida, just because as you know, 90s, early 2000s, like Bama. I didn't even know it was a rivalry. Like, oh, it's called the third Saturday in October. Yeah, but we win every year, so like, what does it matter? And so until recently, I didn't really care about Bama too much. But Florida, man. Oh, man. About week 3 every year, that game decided the SEC East pretty much. And just seeing that Gator orange helmet with that script Gators across it, like, oh my God, nothing disgusted me more as a child. And they've kind of gone the way of just crazy, stupid alternate uniforms lately. But man, that
I
freaking
hate
orange.
the white.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that white helmet's so stupid. I don't know why they would get rid of it. I mean,
It's why the 2016 win is not nearly as it doesn't feel as real as it should because they wore those stupid helmets and we wore our stupid grays.
Yeah. I remember
Like
when
the-
they first got that like Nike, but I don't remember what they called it, like Color Rush or whatever. But I think it was the SEC championship game when Tebow was there and they played Bama and lost, and they had those white helmets with like the just F on it. It was like, oh God, those are hideous. But yeah, for me, Florida. I hate Georgia just because their fans, the Georgia fans. Among the places I went to games at, Georgia was by far the rudest group of people I've ever met in my life. Like, oh my gosh. You got who else been to Georgia? Everybody but Kyle. Kyle, you been to Georgia? Well, don't go, okay? Awful experience. Idiotic fans. Oh, I might have
Did
to
you
change
go
my
as
answer.
did you go not in the Pride?
No,
Did you? Okay.
I would
well,
never.
Is Athens overrated, Caleb? I can't decide.
I mean, I've not spent a ton of time there, but there's almost no way that it can't be overrated.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Athens. The city sucks, or the town.
Woo!
Oh my gosh! No offense, Athens.
Yeah, it
I
sucks.
mean, it's no Astoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't impressed with it, but just awful fans. Grown men barking in your face. I mean, just that stadium's a joke. They put their little trumpet player up in the corner and do their little pregame. Oh, my God. Embarrassing. Georgia is like, I don't even know how to describe it. I can't just think of the words right now, but they're pretending to be an SEC team. Like, they don't really have their own way, so they're just kind of, picking and pulling from other teams and how they should act. And
they're a generic creative team on NCAA 2008.
They're Team Tiburon.
Yes. Do you want to use the Packers logo? Yes. Will we use the American military, the battle hymn of the Republic? Okay. What is going to be our mascot? The most generic one. What will we be known for? Hedges that are poisonous.
Barking.
Colors are black or are red. I mean, it's... There's nothing distinctive about them. My britches.
My victory bell.
Oh!
Oh, God, that damn bulldog, ugly ass. I wish Bevo would have just punted him into the third row that time they met. Oh, man.
I'll never get Ryan Nanny casting Uga as sort of this sickly inbred patrician. Please, Mrs. Cow. Every time that they would play Mississippi State, the bully mascot is just this redneck, fully virile dog, and lay on my bag of ice. Oh, it's so cold.
Screen record this.
It's intense outside. Go dogs. That is what I think of Uga, and generally what I think of Georgia.
God, that's right. You heard it here first, folks. To hell with Georgia. All right, before we get to trivia and weekly gripe, anybody got anything else at all?
Trivia.
Kyle, what's your chances that we beat Georgia this year? I'm just kidding. All right, ready for trivia? Trivia. All right. 7 quarterbacks in UT history have more than 800 passing attempts. Of those sevens, who threw the least amount of interceptions?
Dead air.
They're thinking.
Garantano.
Okay, Caleb.
Great answer. Man, that was good.
I'm going to go Casey Clausen.
Okay. Chris?
AJ Suggs. No, wait, what was the setup?
With at least 800 passing attempts?
At least 800 passes. No, okay, we did
AJ Suggs.
800 passes. Tyler Bray.
Okay, well, congratulations. Kyle, it was in fact Jarrett Garantano. By quite a large margin. The dude only somehow threw 17 interceptions.
Yeah, his things were sack fumbles,
time.
not interceptions.
Yeah, like I think the next closest might have been Heath Schuler with 29 or no, it might have been Dobbs. I can't remember, but yeah, I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I remember having the thought one time. I was like, he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. It's the sack fumbles he needs to fix.
Well, yeah, I mean, Milton doesn't throw interceptions either.
He also doesn't throw complete passes. But that's neither here nor 10 yards down the field, folks. All right, weekly gripe, Kyle.
Someone else go first. I'm thinking about mine.
Caleb, you've been itching.
All right, I've got a couple of possibilities, so I want you guys to let me know whether you want me to gripe about movers or the labor shortage.
Both.
Yeah, that's got to be both.
All right. I'll start with the labor shortage. So, to me, one of the shining stars of the pandemic was the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Obviously.
Very efficient. You got folks out with their little iPads taking your order. way out in front. Line is constantly moving. Well, in the past week, noticed longer lines at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. They don't have enough people staffed. I had to actually order at the speaker this morning because I didn't have enough people out there to take my order at my window. So
Lo siento.
we got to get this under control. They're paying $14 an hour, folks. So please get out to Chick-fil-A so that I can get my biscuit a little bit quicker. All right.
Okay.
Duly noted.
I thought investing in these movers was going to be,
Oh no.
and it probably was a good overall decision. But these bozos show up to our apartment a couple of days ago to get us all moved out. They take 15 minutes just to back the truck into the parking spot. Then they're just lollygagging around, chit-chatting up a storm, taking their sweet time while I'm paying them tons of money an hour. Then, okay, we finally get the apartment loaded up. They say, hey, boss, can we take a 15-minute lunch break? I said, I don't care what you do, but I'm not paying you for it. So the 15-minute lunch break turns into an hour lunch break, and they try to charge me for 45 minutes of the hour, so I wasn't having that. We get here to the house, our new lovely abode. I got our giant treadmill that needs to go up the stairs. I say, hey guys, if it's not going to fit, no problem. Just take it straight back where it came from and stick it in the garage. All right, next thing I know, I'm out here taking 20 different loads into the house. They're up here tinkering with the treadmill for like an hour, trying to take it apart and get it through the door frame. So I end up paying these guys $150 to sit there and screw around with the treadmill when they should have just put it in the garage. So long story short, wasted a ton of money for these guys to screw around all day, but finally got everything here. And I climbed 159 flights of stairs the other day, so that was a blast.
All in all, I'd say the movers is probably the better move. Like, I would rather spend, $20 to not. I mean, $20 for that hour, or I don't know how much you paid them, but yeah, as long as I don't have to move it all.
It could have been so much. They should have been way better. It should have taken.
Did you leave like a review or something?
Do what?
Did you leave like a review or anything?
Yeah, I gave them 2 stars.
Nice.
Should have gave him a truck too, and be complete. Chris, what you got?
I hate plateaus. We're stuck at a certain weight right now, and
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah, don't like
Cumberland
plateaus
to you.
in general. Featureless, boring, elevated. We don't like these things. I want ascent. I need to break through this thing, and what I'm afraid it's going to start taking is physical activity.
Oh gosh.
I know. We have a listener question.
Yes, we do have a listener question.
Do
you want to do the listener question, or do you want Kyle to drive?
Kyle, you ready?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I had this gripe last week, but it's definitely my gripe this week was the subways here in New York City are undermanned. It's a labor shortage. They came out and said like 30% of the trains aren't running because they're not staffed. So instead of a train,
too, so it's crazy.
That's funny.
If the train's running.
No, but like instead of the train coming at my subway stop every 3 to 5 minutes, it's like 10 to 15 minutes now. So like if you walk up the stairs, the train is pulling out and you just missed it by like 30 seconds, and then you look at the sign and it's like the next train is 13 minutes away. It's the worst, especially when you have like an hour commute to work anyway. Your hour commute is now like an hour and 45 minutes because you have to transfer 3 times. We just need to hire people. If they had enough people working the subways, I could be there in and out. It's just the trains are just sitting in some like train yard and not being used.
Well, go drive a subway. What is it called? A train? Yeah, a train. Go drive a train.
Okay.
Or don't. It's up to you, man. You got free will or something.
It's my gripe.
That's for a future podcast down the road. What is my gripe? Why do I not have a gripe? I always have a gripe.
Modern offense.
Yeah, I already had a gripe like that.
Hey, since your first gripe, I've noticed that I've not seen that many more Applebee's commercials.
I know, I didn't see any.
Oh yeah,
I think that like Twitter and social media like really like F this.
Well,
like,
it was also
Applebee's
on
commercial.
ESPN, so the advertising fees are going to be a lot more as opposed to the whatever we were on SEC.
Yeah, but
Network.
I think Applebee's was like, we don't want this to turn into a negative. You know, maybe I don't know, but
I mean, it's going.
I've not seen it
eventually.
since that first weekend.
Yeah, well,
I was surprised that more of the country did not get the form of Stockholm syndrome that I got from it. I got to where I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Obviously, a minority.
Oh my gosh, why do I not have a gripe? What have I complained about this week? Anything?
Could it be, Matt, that things are kind of good right now?
No.
No. Okay.
Never is. Well, last night, got off of work. I was doing a truck delivery for Tony and Truckin', and at about 3 in the morning, the American Truck Simulator servers go down for maintenance, and I can't finish my delivery. I'm like 100 miles away. And that was just frustrating. You know, I was not a fan of that. But yeah, that's my gripe for this week. Oh man.
I'm very sorry about your truck
we don't
game.
have anything
That's
else.
actually a good gripe. That's a good gripe.
Yeah, server maintenance at 3 a.m. I mean, gosh, why would they pick that time? All right, so what's the viewer question we got? Who's got a pull?
All right, we have a listener question.
Okay.
Question is, if the Vols can only be championship caliber in one phase of your life, would you rather it be when you were growing up, I guess at our current stage of life, or when we're old?
Probably current stage. Because if I'm old, like, I'm going to sleep through half a game. You know, just tell stories about when we sucked when I was current age.
Yeah, I think current for me, because to fully experience it and celebrate it the way it should be celebrated, you can't do that as a kid. And in some ways, you can't do that as an older person. So I think to fully celebrate it the way it should be celebrated current, like our age now.
Feels like a bit of recency bias.
Okay, well, I think you guys might be right, because I think the worst, well, I don't know. So clearly we have all experienced the growing up portion. And if you're never good again, then that's like 60 years of misery. So I'm not sure, but you may have never been a true fan if you weren't.
That's the answer.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm thinking.
we're the future. Oh, we used to walk 20 miles to school in the snow barefoot. Like, right now as Vol fans. Like, when we grew up and we were good.
Remember when the stadium was complete?
Like,
Remember
Caleb,
100?
have you thought about the first day that your son asked you, were the Vols ever good? Have you ever thought about that? That's depressing. You know it's coming. What if he just doesn't care? What if we
I
continue?
I would not blame him, and it would not be terribly surprising.
Yeah, I've always got reality TV to fall back on.
What if he goes a step further?
Another team.
Another team.
I like to think that I'm a better father than Clay Travis, so I will not let my son grow up to be an Alabama fan.
What about a Clemson fan?
Ooh.
Same. That's not gonna...
Yeah, it's like if you care about college football, it's going to be about Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think there's any chance he's a fan of another team.
No.
Yeah, apathetic Vol fan before anything.
And the wife would have something to say too, probably.
Well,
Yes.
statistically, children pick 30% their parents' favorite teams. That's probably what she would say.
Chelsea sounds like.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Caleb,
Was
what
the
does-
question
what does
anonymous
your
or
wife
who
sound
asked?
like?
Yes, the question was anonymous.
Where did it come from?
Good question.
Came
Anonymous,
from our
hackers.
super secret. Came from our inside source around the program.
Our
Ah.
ex.
Got two?
It's our ex.
We have two sources? Uh-oh.
Yeah, have you gotten any data from your guy?
I've not heard back since the last one, so not a whole lot this week. I mean, we'll wait till next week, reach out and see. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care if Milton plays either way. Just want to see the Vols notch another victory this week.
Well, good show, boys.
Well,
Take
to end it
all.
off, Kyle, you projected 7-5. How you feel about that so far?
I'm probably right on it. Like my feelings about it. I mean, like I don't know if we're gonna be right on 7-5, but that's how I'm feeling still.
Okay, Caleb, 6-6. Still feeling that?
Oh. Is that what I said?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good enough. I probably leaning a little bit more towards 5 and 7, but
You've got us losing to Pitt, Florida, Missouri, Ole Miss, Georgia, Bama. Or you said skip Bama, so. But yeah, 6-6, right about there. Chris, you also said 6-6. You still there?
I think there's a pathway to get there, even though like Kentucky and Missouri both pretty well impressed. Me and Kyle were talking about it. They looked far better than they normally do this time of year. So I think both of those games are a little harder. I think South Carolina is probably about the same. But yeah, like the true swing games are. I mean, if we improve, if we maintain the optimism that they or maintain the trajectory of improvement that they have had since Pitt or since Bowling Green, we'll be in a position to win 6. But yeah, if you gun to my head, I would probably say something more like 5.
Okay. Well,
I
I had us.
was gonna say.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, gun to my head, just real quick. Kentucky's a whole lot better now than I thought they were gonna be. Like
Yeah.
I think getting rid of Eddie Gran was the best thing they could have done.
that game is like, oh god, I don't even know. Like we might have a better chance against Florida than Kentucky.
I don't know. I think the way I look at Kentucky, they're kind of like they're our floor. Like their ceiling is our floor. That's the way I feel about Kentucky. Like they're not. Yeah, you'll have a decent team, like, but you're not gonna, beat the world. That's my thoughts on Kentucky. But I had us at 10-2. I see a way to it. We've only got one loss. So.
Chart path.
We can't back away now. By God, we're going 10-2. All right. Anything else, fellers? All right. Well, Saturday, noon, Vols versus the Golden Eagles.
Looking forward to seeing a game on Caleb's porch.
Looking forward to taking a nap. Waking up third quarter, 7:25 to go. All right.
maybe we should do a communique from the porch Saturday. So
I don't hate it.
The porch. We'll look what we can do. I can't even keep my damn mic unmuted, so. Anything else, or are we done? We done?
Shout out to James. Thanks for being our production assistant.
Yeah, just show up on time next time. I don't know why I've never changed my mic setting in OBS, but it just completely reset it for some reason.
Let's do a little bit more pre-production checks next time.
Well, I mean, it's literally an issue that's never happened any of the other times, so it's frustrating. Sorry, folks.
All good, Matt.
I might try to go and put closed captioning in. I don't know if I'll have time, but that's all right, folks.
Well,
thank you, and we'll see you next time. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cannot believe I did that, man.